There you go. Perfect.
I love this.
Yes. Our guest is from Georgia. That's why.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. But he came across this young man
coming on the fiddle and playing it hot.
And the devil jumped up on the hickory
stuff.
stump.
Said, "Boy, let me tell you what."
I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a metal detectorist too. I'll make a bet with you. Now you swing your detector, boy, but the devil is due. I bet a manicore.
Against your soul.
The boy said, "My name's Frankie, and my head's real big. I'll make you bet you're going to regret." It's Monday night. Welcome to the show. Frank is in the house. Ronnie's in the house. We got a great guest tonight, and we're not going to laugh at all. I have to warn you. Tonight's show will probably be 100% serious metal detecting talk.
Yeah, but
so
before I bring him in, I was thumbing through this month's issue, and I still haven't found my picture. I don't know why.
Good, because my picture's in that. My picture made that magazine before you.
I paid Butch to put your picture in that magazine because you wouldn't shut up.
I don't know if anyone saw my post, but I'm sick and tired of being referred to as the funny man. I am now an action hero.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no. I don't know.
So many ways I could
give it a little shot at the top of your crown. It's very hard to see. So get it.
If you don't know tonight's guest,
Batman.
If you don't know tonight's guest, and you've never read American Digger, this guy is more well known than Ronnie himself. Let me tell you something.
That's right. He's been around longer
comes
than me.
Comes from the backwoods of Georgia, and he's a good old Southern boy.
I don't want to tell him. I almost picked Mississippi Queen because I forgot he was from Georgia.
Let's bring our
Mississippi
friend.
Queen just sounds so Southern rockish.
Let's bring our friend Butch Holcomb on to tonight's show.
Are you guys getting this on Facebook? I'm not seeing it.
Now remember, tonight,
Butch,
Butch will have no joking around tonight, okay?
Hold on, Ronnie. I will go check if we're on Facebook.
Now, I just got to ask Butch one thing. I'm going to go kill that dog. They got to mess with. They got to fire the dog up while I'm doing a show. All right, so Butch, I hate to bring this out again, and I know we've talked about it, and I'm sure you're very comfortable, but you've been spending your time in the hospital for the last year, back and forth, and I got to tell you something. Your doctor is maybe not as good as you think. Because I hate to tell you this, but your reassignment surgery is still showing signs of feminine sculptures in your face and stuff. It's not taking, my friend.
Hey, look out. I dated a girl with a mustache like this one time.
She was Italian, right?
I'm going to tell you something. If you say Mississippi and Queen in the same sentence again, that's wrong.
Hey, well, how long has it been since you've been on a show? You miss us, don't you?
I miss y'all guys a lot. It's been at least well, how long was that restraining order for? I think about 3 or 4 months, but yeah, well, I'm good to be back.
You better get that restraining order back signed again, because we are going to be hanging out at FH9, aren't we?
Yes, we are, absolutely. Along with the lovely and talented Miss Anita will be there.
Nice.
Yeah, how about that, man? She'll be at the tent while I'm out working the fields with my metal detector, which is
she is a very nice. She's a very nice young lady.
Yes, she is.
And all I hear you say is yes, dear. Yes, dear. No, dear. Yes, dear. But, you know, she got the whip on you.
Well, man, I like living indoors. Where I live, nobody steals my shoes. I never have to worry if my box is damp. I mean, it's great.
I am so looking forward to FH9.
Oh, we're gonna have a blast. I guarantee you we are.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be hot, but it's gonna be fun time.
Come here.
Well, you'll be getting used to it now, though, Frank. I mean, it'll be down probably around 120 part of this summer.
You know, when I moved here, I only moved here in September.
I don't want you to cry.
And I was lucky enough to move here in September where we had like 105-degree days.
Oh,
And all I did was bitch because my air conditioner would only get the house down to about 85, and I was dying. Like, oh my god! Now the house gets up to 80 degrees, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill it.
You mean nipping? He's biting you? No, he's upset.
I just love it to
He
be
better not. I'll go kick his ass.
More than once, and he nipped at my neck.
What do you mean?
Well, anyway,
You wanna do this?
I want to thank everybody for wishing me a happy birthday.
Yeah, buddy. Happy birthday.
I tried to get to all the feeds, but there's so darn many of them. I don't know if I missed any, so I didn't want to forget anybody.
Right.
Thanks again for wishing us a happy birthday. And I think the big boy, he also.
His was yesterday.
I don't know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
you had a birthday.
Was his birthday.
Big boy, and I'm like, wait, mine's in April. Oh,
Rich Fawns.
And our buddy Rich Fawns, who
Fawns.
just got done hanging with me in Florida, birthday was today.
And you know what? Greg Papalo had a birthday today.
wow, happy
That's
birthday.
right.
Really?
Everybody I know this year is having a birthday, and that's just such
Yeah.
a
Yeah, I usually get one once a year.
yeah. That's me normally.
Not me. I stopped having them.
I know.
That's how I keep this young and tender face going.
Yeah.
No, you forget your birthday because you got dementia.
How
So
come,
what?
how come
what?
your cigar's blue?
Because it's a vape pen.
Because you needed the money.
Oh, okay, all right. Don't flip your ashes. Okay.
So Butch, American Digger magazine. How many years has this thing been out?
We are going into our 20th year. We're in the 19th year right now, and at the end of the year, it will be 20 years.
20
Nice.
years.
20 years, and I've been doing this full time for 19 and a half. It took off that quick.
And
I mean, it's amazing.
yeah, and it's amazing that you have stuck it out through the
Well,
internet stage. I mean, let's face it.
we really overcame a hurdle with that. Western Eastern Treasures, which I love the people that put that on. I grew up with that magazine. They actually went all digital, all internet a few years ago, and now they're actually not even publishing. So
They're done now, yeah.
That's such
we
a
think
thing.
a real magazine is, it's great to have it on the internet, which we have it on the internet, but we also offer a real paper magazine, which is a lot easier
Right.
to take to the restroom, I think.
And I was lucky enough to be in your magazine.
Well, it's because the check cleared. Your check cleared, everything was good. So yeah.
You told me I was
Hey,
going to
I'm
be in
in
the
there.
centerfold.
I'm in every
Well,
issue.
You were going to be the centerfold, but then Butch found out what it would cost to print that magazine. He
I
said,
know you
no.
realize how wide that thing would have to be. Come on.
Double wide.
Really? What glass house are you living in? I
Oh,
love it.
What you got-
Amazing. Mike.
How many have you written another book this year, or are we still riding on the one you wrote
Well,
last time you were on?
yes, it seems like I write more books than put out magazines now, but
That's all right.
I just released one that I co-authored. It's actually a serious artifact identification book.
That's the one I just saw. I just saw a thing
Yeah.
about that one. Yes.
That one has, oh my gosh, it's been a great seller. We've got we started out with 950 of the books, and I've got less than 40 of them left right now.
Yeah.
It
Is
came
it
out-
true?
it came out 2 months ago, so go figure. That's great.
Is it true your next book's going to be called "People Actually Believe My Bullshit"?
That one is down the road, but I've got to find enough people that believe it. I mean, can I?
Now we got to find someone who believes it. No, what was the name of your last book you wrote though?
The last one. Okay, I wrote No, I won't shut up. That was my last.
That's it.
That was a small one. Then I wrote a serious book called Civil War Relics of the Western Campaign and Beyond. And it's actually a great book for people trying to identify items. I wrote that with the late Charlie Harris, and near the end, I was racing the clock because Charlie passed away. Are you ready for this? He passed away a week after this book went out.
No kidding.
And he had worked his life off of most of it. So, and also, I'm doing another colonial book, a follow up for Bill Dancy, his book, Colonial Relics of Virginia, I believe, something of that nature. That one, and then I've got another one coming up that I can't tell anything about because the guy's already contracted me to do it though, so I'll just wait until it comes along. So I'll be writing books for at least the next 2 years.
You know what? I got an idea for a next article in your magazine. It can be called "Who Are These Idiots?" and it'll be about Detective America.
You know, but
Well,
you
hey,
also have it.
Be careful if you're bending over digging a signal down in Florida. I got my camera, and I actually had in the magazine early on a picture of one of my buddies bent over giving the male cleavage, and I asked people could they identify this guy, and people did. They knew who it was. You can identify your relic hunting buddy when he's bending over digging a signal. It's time to find new friends.
I just want to warn you one thing though. You can't take a picture of Frank bending over because you never know what might be in the background of that picture.
Yeah, Steve, maybe. I got to say though, you do have one other thing in common with Frank. Now we had 1,000 books published, and we still have 940 left. Unlike, so
I can identify.
We're in our second printing, man.
You know what amazes me is that someone like me can. My books are simple, and I cater to the illiterate like myself. So I have lots of pictures, easy to understand words, and it's just a good thing all the way around. There's people like me in the world other than you guys.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Our boys here.
KG going, I love Butch. Come on.
I love George.
You know what?
Hey, George,
Coming on
I'm
trying to
warning you ahead of time, George. I'm going to be down at the Garrett Hunt this year, so I'm coming. That's all I can say.
If George messes with you, Butch, if he messes with you, tell me.
And if Ringy messes with you, just remind him we have pictures we haven't exposed yet.
Oh, I won't say it. We pulled some tricks on those guys. So
But you are from
Ringy and
Georgia.
KG both.
Somebody wants to know you are from Georgia. I mean, right?
No, New York City. No, it's Georgia. Yes, Georgia.
Yeah. Were you born and raised in Georgia?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the hospital I had my surgery in was actually the same hospital I was born in.
And it was the same doctor. That's the best.
It was the same doctor. And I know the nurse was the same one. We call her Nurse Fingers. Oh my God.
When you were born, was Georgia a state yet?
I mean, we were working on statehood at that point.
Yeah, it made it that way.
Colony. It was a colony.
Colony.
Colony, that's right.
He was at the Jamestown
You
Memorial
remember those
Hospital.
explorers, Steve? You remember those explorers that went through Georgia? Lewis, Clark, and DeGhetto.
Hey, Ron and I have got a big advantage, though. We know where the stuff was lost because we were there.
That's
You
right.
dropped it. You were the
That's
one that
right.
dropped it.
You remember when Betsy Ross sewed up that hole in his pocket? I know.
What a rounder she was. Jeez, let's not get off on this.
Hey, I've got the distinct pleasure of being able to say that I metal detected at Betsy Ross's sister's house.
Oh,
Whoa,
there you go. Hey.
that's the coolest thing I've heard tonight.
That's as close as I got to Betsy. I got her sister's house.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Was this while she was alive?
Yeah.
Ron dated her.
Before Betsy came out and ran
I
them
found
off.
this big old oak tree that Ron had carved their initials in.
So
Yeah.
Butch, you got to tell me some stories here, okay?
Sure.
What are some of the crazy things that people have done to try and get into your magazine?
Well, we had this kind of big boned guy that found a gold coin one time and wanted a center spread, but I couldn't do that, but his check cleared.
And I
okay.
think you
So-
should have did it. No, seriously, has anyone ever like hounded you? Or I mean, come on.
Yeah, sometimes. And, we have to we have a limited amount of space, but we try to get everything in. If somebody's proud of something they dug, then we try to get in there. I mean, it's going to be pretty rare if you see something like a single Wheatie or something. But, if it's special to you, it's special to us.
I have a waiting list too for the Manicore. I mean, it's just
it's
ridiculous. Yeah.
But the only thing I can say, Butch, is when his picture came out in that magazine, I wish you would have waited one more week to put it in, because that's the only thing I saw for the entire trip from New Jersey to Florida going down that beach now.
He paid extra for that.
I caught Frank in the public men's room with it. That's all I know. And he was in there a while.
I use your picture for the floor. I don't like to stand barefoot on this floor.
American Digger has gotten around. That's all
You
I can
take your shoes off in there, Frank? Really? Is that what you're doing? What the hell are you taking your shoes off in there for?
Don't judge what I do.
This isn't really live. You guys got to be pulling my leg. They'd take you off the air if this was live.
They've tried. Now, and so obviously you've put KG and Ringy in your magazine because he's really kicking up.
I tell you what, I've known those guys ever since they started the Nat Geo, and we have all just clicked. And I'm hoping they'll be at Florida. I'm not sure.
They're going to be at the Florida.
Yeah. So we'll be hanging out with them again in Florida, and it's just going to be a great time down there. But I always tell everybody, KG and Ringy, if you've not met them, if all you've seen is like on Nat Geo or wherever you've seen them, these guys are the real deal. They're hardcore metal detectors. They don't have all their oars in the water either, so I get along with them fine.
The only thing I can say is if you've ever met them, hide your phone. That's all.
That's best advice you can have.
Ask Ringy what ended up in his pocket sometime. In private. George, quit laughing. You were there.
Ask him what ended up on his camera one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We managed. It wasn't easy. And it took several times of hooking up with these guys, but we managed to get Ringy.
I think it was the best karma that was going their way.
Ringy now knows, don't leave your camera.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll be if it's set up like it was at one of the hunts, I'll be just a few tents down from them, so I might see a camera laying there.
There
You know you're always welcome at our tent.
Well, I like to set up near you guys because y'all are the only one that knows how to put up the tent. I'm still.
Wait, let's narrow that down to one out of the three that knows how to put up the tent. Or remember,
well, let's put it this way: one of them one year forgot the tent.
No, the top.
We had this beautiful frame.
The next year, one of them set it up so that it blew over.
It blew straight up in the air.
So it probably says something. They set us up next to you because they're trying to keep all the riffraff that doesn't know how to set up tents together.
Well, now we just like to have Steve to be there. We tied the tent to Steve's chair. We know it ain't going.
That's an anchor.
That's an anchor.
Oh,
I'm still looking forward to it. We gotta get Greg back on the show soon.
Yeah, we always update with Greg. We're back on. Let us know how sales are going and any updates and.
Yeah,
definitely got
to
I never knew him before the Florida hunts, but he seems like a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Him and
Greg's good people.
Him and his wife are awesome.
And know every best restaurant in Florida.
That's what I'm talking about. And you guys said I think it was Frank. You said that Steve and Ronnie would actually send me a voucher for all I could eat for.
Oh yeah, I heard Ronnie saying he's going to put it on the.
You got to get in line behind me. That's the condition. You got to be.
I went to the Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet the other day, and after the fourth plate, she came over and told me that's all you can eat. You leave now.
Yeah, you get out now.
Don't laugh.
Take Steve to the buffet. They close the shutters by the time we get to the door.
I knew a guy that literally he ate so much they followed him around every time he went because it just they didn't want him there. The guy, but he's a big eater. But
I remember that. I appreciate you not saying my name.
Good
What
Lord.
other show do you go on that's as fun as this?
What's that?
What other show do you go on that's as fun as this?
This is it. I mean, I've got my own show coming up
Right.
in 30 minutes, but
Oh, you're on tonight? That's right. You're on
but
tonight.
there, I'm supervised there. When I'm a guest on other people's show, I can do anything I want to because
No.
they're going to come after y'all, not me.
Our show's different. Our show is different, man. No one's safe. It's no holds barred. No one is safe. And if you don't make the show, we put your picture up in the box.
Yeah,
We're
they've
gonna
done
put a
that.
still picture there.
Like throw darts at you the whole time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have a question. Now, your show is called Relic Roundup,
Right,
and that's on Spreaker
right. 9 o'clock.
every Monday at 9.
That's right.
Okay, so you've been on our show how many times?
3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Hey, Frank, how many we ever been on his show?
I don't think you guys ever been. Oh, here we go.
You know, yeah. Oh, no.
You will be.
I don't want to be responsible for ruining somebody's show.
Wait,
I
yeah,
just
really?
ruined Josh Kimmel's show.
So, Frank, how many times were we ever asked to be on his show?
Wait a minute, me or you guys?
Yeah.
What's your different answer?
The deal is, if you're on somebody's show, they generally feed you, and I can't. Steve, no offense, but you're big boned like me. I can't feed me and you both. Other guys.
Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna try in Florida. So I mean, am I right, Ron?
What's that?
Ron,
Yes, sir.
he ever asked you? He never asked me.
Well, me and him and I, we have a business relationship.
I am asking you guys now to come on to American Diggers. Up. I'm going to have to find out what dates are available. But
Yeah, right.
Send,
You know-
send those dates. Send those
Because
dates.
if I'm allowed to ruin your show, you can ruin mine.
You don't
Send those dates
want
to
us
me,
on your
so I
show.
can decide whether I'm going to tell them or not.
We are the last morons you want on your show.
You know, I feel like an odd wheel to Mo, Larry, and Curly.
Do you
There you go.
realize we're supposed to be a metal detecting show?
What's that?
We're supposed to be a metal detecting
I
show.
talked about metal detecting the other night. Oh wait, that was Josh Kimmel's show. I wasn't.
Yeah.
there.
When? No. Metal detecting.
Well, hey, I'll talk metal detecting just a minute. Hold on, here's my shameless plug. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's probably backwards. It is.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, but we are going to England, American Digger. Anita and myself, we're going in. I got to look at the date.
Again, we weren't asked, but go on.
Oh no, you can do it. You can. There's still room. Well, I say there's room. It depends on the airplane size. But
No, really? Really?
the 25th through the 28th, it's only a
Oh.
3-day hunt, which I wish it was a week, but
What month?
it's going to be in September, and they're going to have I believe 12 people are going along. I think they've already got 8 or 10 signed up, so it's getting full. That will be my first time to England, and God help those people.
Oh, really? I hope you have a good time.
I'm dying to
bringing
go too.
grits.
But I can't
I'm
wait. I want to
bringing
get there
grits.
too.
I'm bringing ham hocks. I'm bringing the redneck to them, man.
See, I have a problem.
What?
I hate to tell you this, but I'm on the no-fly list, and it has nothing to do with terrorism.
Nothing to do with terrorism. They have to break out the spruce goose to take Steve.
Don't feel bad. I'm too fat to fly myself. But if you
So-
and I get on opposite sides of the plane, it'll be all right. If we're on the same side, it'll just fly in circles.
Yeah, but Butch, it's got to get off the ground first with us. And that's the problem. I hope you have a
He's on a pachyderm. That's all I'm saying.
good time.
Listen,
So,
if the army can move them, they can move Steve. It's fine.
Guys, we gonna have fun in Florida or what?
I can't wait, brother. I can't wait. I can't wait to
Me
get
neither.
down there. We always have a good time at Greg's house, but we're gonna yuck it up, especially with you coming, especially with KG and Ringy coming. It's gonna be trouble.
Butch, what machine you been using lately?
I've actually got the XP Deus 2 as my main machine now. I broke down. I mean, I'm from the days when a detector cost $300. You know, a long time ago. So I
So
broke down and I got one, and I absolutely love it.
you're liking it. Now I got to tell you, I got one also.
Mhm.
And I'm not really going to be able to give the greatest opinion of it until the end of summer. I bought it for the beach, and I want to see how well it does for the summer. But I got to, you know what? Since we're talking to you, I got to tell everybody what I did. First off, my first improvement is the Aquatex.
Oh yeah.
They are
The waterproof
loud.
Aquatex are the only headphones for me. They really are. You don't even think about the guy who ever designed them because he just ain't all there. But what do you guys think about this? You know what this is right here, Butch? That's the waterproof antenna.
I have not tried that, but it's a great idea.
Well, look.
Are these
I
runs?
have it ran up through the shaft. All right. Now this is because if you wrap it around the shaft, you can't compact your machine. Right now, the machine is fully compact.
Run up the shaft. That's what they did in my surgery. But yes,
Yeah, it's almost like your surgery. But in front of, you can't see it here, but in front of the clip that holds the module, I drilled a hole. All you got to do is drill a hole, and that comes out and goes right to your module. Now, when I extend this, you don't, only because it's compact, you see these pieces of wire on either side. But when I extend this, the wire is completely hidden in the shaft.
that is awesome.
Yeah, there's already a hole behind the coil that you feed it up into, but you just have to take, the piece that holds the module, it's got the 2 screws on the side. You have to take that out and you drill a hole in the front. Okay.
Okay.
Just like that. And the wire comes right out, feeds right to the module, and boom, it's right on there.
I'm gonna.
He can't understand why he sees fish on his screen floating around because he drilled that hole right through the RC.
Before the replay, Steve, I'll mute out the part where it says you drilled the hole in it, just in case.
When you said that, I saw 3,000 warranties going out the door.
Like,
No. It's on the, no, there's no warranty. It's nowhere near the module. It's in the clip. All right, look. So if this is your clip that goes in, this is actually a 3D model of the clip that
Was a
got it?
3D model.
You got it?
No, but when this is the front of it, and all I did was drill the hole right here.
Okay.
A 1/4 inch hole, big enough for the piece to go through, and boom, it's there.
That's good too, because when something goes wrong, you only got to send back the components anyway. So that'll be good.
Did you get that piece?
thought about hiring this guy for an engineer?
No,
No, he's
no,
smart.
he does
No.
not.
Wait, is he the brains behind the operation? I think I've got it figured out now.
I'm the beauty. I'm the beauty.
Gold diggers.
He's behind the operation, but
I'm behind the operation because I can't fit inside the operation.
Is that the piece you were waiting to get? That piece you showed?
No. This was someone else sent me this.
Oh, okay.
This is like a locking device for it, but I'm not going to use it because I just put that hole in it. I don't know. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that the Deus 2 is waterproof. I mean, I just keep thinking back to my Deus 1, but the 2's waterproof.
And you've been using it in the dirt.
Yeah.
And how do you get it stable?
I haven't had any problem with it at all, really. And we have very, very bad hot ground around here.
What?
I've actually been using a custom program that a friend wrote for me because I'm too dumb to write my own programs. But I've used some of the stock programs too, and for the most part, it's been pretty stable.
Can you get me that program for the dirt?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like to try it.
Yes.
I want to try this in the dirt, but really, my CTX is just my go-to dirt machine.
Right.
But I
Deus 2 is great at it.
It is.
Yeah, to me it is. I mean, I don't have as highly trained ear as some people do, but
I didn't
stuff with it.
I didn't seem to have a problem picking this up. I liked it. Did you change the tones at all, or do you just use the stock tones?
I'm just using stock tones.
Yeah.
out of all the features that machine has, the one that I am in love with is big numbers, because with all the
Oh yeah,
problems I had, it's great. I don't have to squint at it. I can see what I'm reading. And
especially the module's so small. I do use the big
Yeah.
numbers. Now I had this on the beach the other day, and this is the first time ever, a machine was silent on the beach. It was silent until it hit a signal, and it was silent.
wow, that's great.
Yeah, and I'm so far so good, but like I said, I don't want to give my opinion of how well the machine works compared to the others I was using until the summer's over.
Yeah,
I
it
wouldn't-
takes a while. People ask us why we don't do reviews of detectors very often. That's the main reason, is because you got to have a detector at least a few months before you know how it's going to work.
Absolutely.
And that's what Frank is doing with the Manicore.
Yeah,
He's had it heavy for about a month now, Frank. Maybe
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
but he never wants to come out premature.
Well,
Okay, I
tell you,
said it.
The reason why is because the first couple weeks I had it, it was going to get wrapped around the tree,
Yeah.
and then the last 2 weeks I have it, I'm like in love with it.
And that's what happens with Frank. I watched him with a couple of machines. He gets him and he goes, I'm not liking this. It's doing it. And I said to him, I go, Frank, I go, that's why you do this, because now I say you're going to figure this machine out. And the next thing you know, he's telling me, oh, I figured it out.
Yeah.
And now he's got it. He didn't just get it stabilized for him, but he's now taking it to an advanced stage of programming, right?
Yeah,
Frank?
we're writing programs for it. We're writing ISO programs, and it's
that's it.
and then a couple of friends around. My buddy Brandon on the other coast of the United States, he's got this sucker. He's writing gold nugget programs for it, and ISO gold programs, and once you get past the open the box, and it's very, very sensitive machine. Once you get past that and you actually start to delve into actually writing a program for it, it was a game changer. The machine is a really good machine.
I've heard
So
a
now
lot about it.
I'm pushing him to get the review. I'm like, now
Yeah,
it's time you got to get the review out there.
Yeah.
This week we'll start it, and it's
Are you going to have it down in Florida?
oh yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, I
Okay.
generally bring everything to Florida to the hunt, but I'm gonna. This is going to be the one, just because there's a couple of features on it I'm dying to try. One of the features which I haven't had the opportunity to try yet. It has a noise cancel like every other machine has a noise cancel, but from what I'm hearing, that it has a continuous noise cancel. So if you get into a position where you have 1,000 machines around you and they're all kind of interfering with you, you hold this and it's kind of like taking shots at all these EMI that's coming into it. And I'm going to see how well that works.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, the EMI, the noise cancel works great, but I haven't had the opportunity to try it with a bunch of machines kind of around me yet.
Well, we'll make sure that we all surround you with our different frequencies.
Yeah, just keep your PIs home. I don't want to have to play with.
When the Pulse induction machines have been out forever, but when Binolab came out with their GPX series, they had an auto tune on it. And a place I was hunting, there were a lot of the White's TDIs, I think, were being used too. And it would just interfere crazy. So I learned a little trick. When somebody was getting too close to me and interfering too bad, I would actually hit the automatic frequency search.
Right.
And as it went through that, the person that was near you would suddenly start twisting their knobs and banging up. It was a great trick. I got a lot of clear hunting ground by doing that.
Well, the last hunt we were at with in Florida, multiple machines, I spent half the day switching everybody's multi frequencies to single frequencies because we were just going nuts that day.
Yep. I tell you what, multi frequencies, that's really nice.
Yeah, it's great. It opens itself up to a little interference here and there from other stuff, but when you're hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen. There ain't nothing better than walking down the black sand beach and not hearing any noise.
Oh, I can't imagine that. I have not taken mine on. Well, now I'm talking about the Deus 2, but any machine in a long time to the beach, and I would like to see how the newer machines handle, because the first time I ever went to the beach with a metal detector, was probably in the very early 70s, and I had one of the old White's Coin Master machines. and the fault signals were everywhere. You
Everywhere.
basically just had to guess and dig something. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
I saw the sunrise the day that I walked out there with the CTX for the first time, and I didn't hear any noise.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that is great.
So you don't do any reviews on your magazine, and I can completely understand that.
We have now on occasion, we do what we call first impression reviews. Basically, I'll get a machine or somebody on the staff will get a machine. We'll mess around with it for 2 or 3 weeks. How quickly can we learn it? Does it seem to have potential? But above all, we tell everybody the machine cannot really be tested until you take the time to learn it.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I don't ever make the mistake because the Manticore I have literally lost friends over because I wouldn't side with them. We don't ever compare a machine to another machine. When we do a review on the machine, it's that machine, what it can do, what they claim it can do, and how much it pays for it.
It's all it is nowadays. I mean, the technology is so incredible on all of these new machines that it is basically overcoming the learning curve and getting the most out of that tool because it's a highly technical tool. And, you know, you got to know how to use it. And the best way to use it is watch a lot of YouTube videos, but also get out there as much as you can with it. The more you use the machine, the better you'll learn it.
Yeah, as nice as these new ones are, and I know, you know, the manufacturers all want to wring your neck. You know, it's turn on and go.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of new ones, they really aren't turn on and go. But once you have dialed them in, once you've spent a few hours and dialed them in, they're like, I mean, the D2, the Manticore, a lot of the new ones, they're like nothing that we have seen in the past 20, 25
years. I mean, it's amazing the technology, and it's changing so fast now. I mean, you know, every year you have a new detector basically that's coming out that's just really, for the most part, a killer detectors.
Yeah. Well, again, we sit there, we talk about a machine like Notka, who is coming out with a really good machine, and the price point is ridiculous. I couldn't imagine what we would have spent for even the Simplex.
Oh, yeah.
10, 15 years ago.
Well, you know, a good comparison is, and I see, I mean, the manufacturers, I would never begrudge the pricing because they got a lot of technology in them. They've got a lot of engineers they had to pay. But look at something like calculators. My first calculator cost me $150.
Exactly.
And I don't think it would even do much beyond a calculator that you get today for $5.
Yeah, exactly. You go to Five Below when you get calculators that do more than they did.
There you go. Ron's got one.
Good old Staples, $6.
That's right. Staples, you can't beat it.
But I have to admit, this is probably, besides all the crap that goes on YouTube and everybody fighting between manufacturers, this is an awesome time to be purchasing a metal detector. The choices that you have, and you almost can't go wrong because there's so many high quality machines are coming out, and they're just somebody like me and somebody like, well, obviously you and Ronnie, who started off with, I think, detecting with Ben Franklin.
Ronnie had a willow stick like I did, a forked willow stick.
Yeah.
But I mean, even me, this is my 38th year detecting, and where we came from, machine that I paid $800 for in 1986. I'm getting 10 times the machine today for literally like almost a third of the price.
I know it's amazing. And it's you know, and I'm a believer also, we're talking about learning a machine. Don't go out, whether you can afford it or not. Don't switch machines every 3 or 4 months. Get something, try to keep it at least maybe close to a year. Really get to know it. And then if you don't like it, then move on to something else.
Well, that's the thing that made me mad when MindLab came out with the 2 new Noxes. I just watched on the page where everybody's like, oh, they're never going to get me to switch. Okay, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you like what you've got, you've learned what you've got, why would you want to trade it in for just because it's something different?
There are still people that hunt with older machines. In them. In fact, I know a guy that hunts with a Fisher. Oh heck, what is it?
1265.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
My favorite, my first machine. I love it.
And in fact, he was asking me, he's like, where can I buy another one? I'm like, I don't know. They don't make it. Well, I'll never switch. I'm like, okay. And he does great.
A lot of people. There are a lot of people out there using machines that, you know, and I know the AT Pro isn't as old as some other ones, but they love their AT Pro. They love the CTX. I mean, you know,
AT Pro sometimes.
It's
good, old, reliable machines. And I know they go back way back even further, but I don't know the ones you guys talk about. But I do know there are people out there using older machines and
my buddy hunted with the Bounty Hunters Radio Shack. The Radio Shack high-end machine that was Bounty Hunter 20 years ago, and hunted with it and out-hunted everybody until the damn machine died on him. But because he knew what the machine was telling him.
If you know the machine and you dig a lot of holes.
Absolutely.
The more holes you dig, the better you go do. Steve will love this. One of my first good detectors was a white Coin Master. And it had a box so big, I kid you not, I could actually put snacks in the box. That's how I haul my snacks around.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with snacks, okay? No. I'm just saying, snacks.
It wasn't a pizza box, Steve. It wasn't a pizza box.
It wasn't a pizza box.
Well, remember when the DI Pro Plus, the 5,000, the 6,000, and they were sleek and they were modern looking, like, oh my God, look how light this machine is. Now compare that machine to what we've got today. Your boat anchors, but I mean, those suckers found stuff. I mean,
when they first came out with the machines with the smaller control boxes on them, I wouldn't buy one because I figured if it's that little, it can't work good.
Well, we tested me and Steve tested the Mind Lab Vanquish. And I told Ronnie, I said, I don't like it. What, does it find stuff? No, it finds everything. I don't like the color.
Frank didn't like the color,
but it looked like a toy.
The machine tested like a dream.
Oh the machine tested great.
Yeah.
You know, something I tell people is anybody that's first getting into the hobby, number one, buy from somebody like Ron. Buy from a person.
Somebody reputable and knows it.
Somebody reputable like you guys, you know. That way, you know, you're not getting something blind online and all. But also go with a name, well-known brand. If people you detect with have not heard of the brand, stay away from it because it's junk.
Yep.
I mean, you got maybe 6 well-known manufacturers, and all of them make good detectors.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
always do that.
You know, I'm still using my first machine. The only problem with it is I can't get tubes anymore for it. You know, I don't know where to go.
I feel your pain.
You know, people really should not, and that's why we tout our page as being friendly to newcomers and those interested in the hobby, because no one should be embarrassed about the machine that they find. Because I'm going to tell you something, it's not all about the detectorist, the technology. It's really not. It's about the person themselves going out, swinging the coil over a target. And any machine, I'm starting to believe any machine can find almost any target.
Well, you know what? The thing is, if we hadn't advanced the technology where it is today, and we didn't have the ability to find these flakes of metal at 2 feet deep, I was very, very happy with what I was finding way back with the Fisher 1265. We never advanced, I wouldn't have known any better. I'd still been happy swinging the damn machine.
Well, you know, still, even today, I mean, okay, the depth of today's machines is incredible. But still, if you're in a halfway decent spot, you're going to find most of your targets are within 6 inches deep. You know,
those 18, 24 targets are rare.
This happened about 10 years ago, maybe, when the new machines were coming out that were really going deeper. And I was at a show talking to someone, and they were like, well, my new such and such metal detector, it'll dig a penny at a foot deep. And the guy behind turned around and looked at me. He said, "Why would you want to dig a penny at a foot deep?" A lot of truth in that.
But you know, you could take your high-tech, expensive detector to a piece of property and not find anything because maybe it's not there.
That's
You
true.
can take your $200 metal detector and go somewhere and find coins, buttons,
Mhm.
and relics or and rings because it could be there. As long as you get that any detector over top of it's gonna find it.
And your habits, you know, how you swing that machine, your you know, and that
Oh, yeah.
you have to develop that doesn't come
Yep.
just
If you're doing the pendulum swing, which is, you know, where on either side of you're raising the
Yeah.
Yeah,
feet
exactly.
off the ground, you're not going to find a lot. Technique is really important. And
And knowing
also,
your machine.
especially when you get a machine in the beginning, plan to dig a lot of targets. Don't be too picky with what you're digging.
exactly.
Because
Dig
that's
everything.
how you tell what to dig is dig some junk. See what it is.
You dig 1,000 pieces of junk, the good targets you're going to know a
That's
lot
right.
easier.
Exactly. And that's why us four are just so successful in life.
I'm not successful.
I hear you. I
I'm,
feel your pain. I know.
I'm anything but
You know,
successful.
I see Batman up there on top, and at first I was a little offended because I thought you were saying I was Fat Man, but it's Batman.
No, it's Batman.
Yeah.
And what's
Oh,
the
I see your
duck's
metal
name?
detecting mouse too. Okay.
My metal detecting
yeah.
mouse and my little rubber ducky.
No, that's one of those little peak ducks you eat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where you're hiding your
Really?
In case he gets
You
hungry.
think that thing would have lasted that long with
It's
me
not
around here? Come
edible,
on.
or else it wouldn't be there.
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
a
that's-
point. It
yeah.
would be there. No.
If that was a peep, he would have been done. He'd have been done months ago.
So before we want to get out of time, and I ask you this every time you're on, because I get asked it all the time too. If someone finds their target in the field and they're proud of it and they want to submit it to American Digger Magazine, how do they submit it?
The best way to do it is to actually email it to publisher@americandigger.com. That's publisher@americandigger.com. Mail it full size. In other words, don't shrink your photos. We want
Right.
big photos. Try to make them as clear as possible. Try to it should be something you found within the last 6 or 8 months. We don't want something from 3 years ago for
Right.
just Doug because it's not just Doug. And you can do it that way. You can also upload them onto our website, although that gives some people a lot of trouble, including myself, but it can be done. There's an uploader on the website. Or you also on Facebook, you can send me a message or send American Digger a message, and we can guide you through on how to actually submit the find. It's not that hard. And you know, you can get a national publication, and it's really cool. International, actually. We're all worldwide.
And your webpage is americandigger.com.
It is. Yes, sir, it is.
Americandigger.com.
And I'll even give our phone number out, which we're only open during the week, Monday through Friday. 770-362-8671. So you can even call and do it.
I understand you're also going to donate something to the show tonight.
Yes, I am. I am going to. I tell you what. Let's do a free subscription, 1-year subscription to American Digger Magazine, or if you already subscribe, then you get another year tacked on.
Okay.
Absolutely free because of you guys.
Because you're the best.
There you
Look,
go.
you guys invite me on here and you promised me a steak dinner. At least that's what Frank said you were going to get me.
I'm mailing it to you.
That's me a lobster.
I just wanted you on here because you are the coolest, man. And I always
Oh, man. Oh.
I have a good time when you come on.
Y'all even got George on KG on here.
I like people that come on and are down to earth like you. We laugh, we joke, we giggle.
If you
And,
can't have fun with
He
this
fits
hobby,
in
find another
seamlessly. He
hobby.
fits in seamlessly.
Yeah, it's
You feel just like boom, you're right there, just with the rest.
So,
of
in other words, what Ron is saying in a nutshell is all four of us are pretty weird.
Yeah, that's kind
We get along great because,
put in the
not.
right spot. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
normal.
other than Steve.
Yeah, bunch of guys sent you a link to a show from a couple of weeks ago if you want to talk about weird.
You know why? You know why it's easy to get along with you, Butch? Because you're just like the other two, man. Totally demented.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You understand, if you understood what I had to go through with Frank, like when like in a car with him driving, I'll say go left, he goes right. It just nothing is normal with him.
You didn't
It ain't-
clarify this right or the other right. So.
This
It
is
ain't
coming from a guy who plays feet puppets while you're driving down the street.
Live on the internet.
Oh man, that's
You mean-
another show.
Listen, that's delirium after being in a car with Frank so long.
Isn't that some kind of X-rated stuff? Feet puppet. I don't even know.
Don't give him any
Yes.
ideas because I can make that happen.
So here's what I've done. I've actually went to Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound, took the names off there. I've taken the names off of YouTube, and I'm getting the names off of our Facebook page. So if you haven't hit like the show, and I'll take all the
We
names
are on
now.
4 right now too.
Pardon me?
We are on the other one too. Dig it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and look. I know where the names come from. So when a name is called, I'll go to that page and look for them to you know what I mean. Look for them to respond.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna give one more second. And I'll get all the names, and we'll do our giveaways. We'll let Butch hang out with us.
He's got a show to do soon.
Yeah, you got. We can't run an hour and a half show tonight. We just got to go live.
8 minutes and they'll fire me for being late.
You should be so lucky.
Yeah. So what if they fire you again? You know how many times Frank fires me?
You know how many
I
times you fire you?
tried to turn in my resignation, but I won't let myself go because nobody else will do what the job I do.
There you go.
You know, I
Steve
try and
doesn't
quit
want to
this-
tell you. Steve doesn't want to tell you that I doubled his salary twice.
Yeah, well, my salary's been doubled to it's still zero.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just heard something fall out of my pocket. I think it was Steve's salary.
9 years, I ain't got a raise. All right, so I'll get all the names now off of Detect America, and hopefully we got everybody's name, and we'll do giveaways. You know what we'll do? We'll give away the subscription first, then we'll say goodnight to Butch so he can go do his show, and then we'll break each other's
Then we'll,
stones.
then
for a
we'll go
little
into
bit.
chat and we'll trash Butch's show.
Hey,
You know
everybody can call in. We'll just have a big time at my show, too.
There you go.
Don't give me any ideas.
Oh,
We
God.
we destroy Josh Kimmel's show every week. It is just something funny. I mean,
Well, like I say, when it's somebody else's show, then doggone it, you can do whatever you want to.
we
I
just
Can't
love
hurt
it.
this show any more than we have.
Oh, this show is bottom of the barrel. This show is just
Reputation is important, and obviously, we've all got some kind of reputation.
we've got a reputation, all right, and it's not good. Definitely not good. But and then now that we have you on our show, we've ruined your reputation too. You know?
You guys hit the bottom of
He brought us up a few notches in the ratings. What are you talking about?
You're just below a possum in an empty garbage can.
What do you mean? What do you mean just below? I'm looking up at that sucker.
This is a lot of fun, you know. Just
I
being a
think
party.
Frank should give away an iguana or whatever, a geeko, whatever they are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are, but I bet they taste good if cooked.
Oh, they're good, man. Tastes like chicken.
there you
Celeste,
go.
Ah.
Celeste just got me for Christmas this gigantic grill that I'm going to try and line them all up on, have like a little
There you
Beverly
go.
Hillbillies barbecue.
Hi,
I want
guys.
to tell you something.
Oh,
Hi.
I got
hey,
a
hey,
lot of.
girl, what's going on?
Hi.
Remember her? She found the big salt lick.
I'll see you. She actually saw me hit the ground in an
Yes.
amazing display of gravity.
She found a big Salt Lick. Now she's dating a big Salt Lick.
I felt bad. I felt bad that day because she carried this thing out, and it was this beautiful
She can
amber
tell you,
crystal.
The
I thought she
ground
found this beautiful
shook
piece of
when I hit
amber.
the ground. I shook the ground. There were iguanas falling off trees, Frank.
That was when their eyes met. Celeste was like, "Ooh, look what I found," and Frank's like, "Ooh," and then the sparkles came out of each of their
I
eyes.
felt bad because I told her, I said, you may have found like this beautiful big piece of amber. And then, of course, her dreams were shattered when KG walked up and said, "Yeah, it's a Salt Lick. Put it back."
That's right. I remember that. You know, they've got something in common. They're both seniors. But Celeste, I don't mean in age. I bet
They're out at
I'm about a year away from it.
they're out at
I
4 o'clock
really
every
don't.
night. They go to dinner at 4 o'clock every night.
I just, I
Blueprint
don't like to wait in
specials.
lines.
Okay, listen, we're gonna give this away. I know it's pushing time on you to get to your other show. So, all right, Detect America rules apply, and you have the person that has 1 minute to answer up. I'm gonna pick a name.
and you may be a wiener.
You may be, and yeah,
Hot take.
a lot of names came up double. Thank God. Oh, wow. Amy Maxwell. Now, Amy Maxwell, you're a Detect America page name. So we're looking, you got 1 minute, Amy Maxwell, to let us know you're here. What's K and W, Frank?
K and W.
Someone said the line at K and W is rough, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's a store down there or something.
Is that a root beer company?
No,
That's
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 A&W.
There you go.
So, Amy Maxwell, we're looking for you. 1 minute and counting. Miss Amy Maxwell. I tell you what, I know I wouldn't want to miss out on this prize. That's for sure.
No.
That's my daughter's name is Amy. Amy, but
Is she the winner?
no, it's a different last name. Otherwise, this
Oh.
would be rigged.
Okay. And like I said, I'm monitoring the YouTube and Beyond Sight and Sound page. So we've got, man, another 15 seconds. Amy Maxwell.
I'm gonna show everybody the book too. That's almost sold out. Like I say,
You
we
talk about, yeah.
got cases left. So if you're interested in it, the guys can tell you how to get in touch with it, or you can send me a message on Facebook.
Yeah, I actually, Butch, I will send you one because I want to get one of those.
Okay, all right, good
All right.
deal.
Amy Maxwell, you're null and void. Unfortunately, I didn't see you answer up
Amy.
in any of the pages. So guess what? Really sorry, but
Well,
you're
she
null and
entered
void.
before she found out what the prize was. Then she
She probably left after we started talking.
she saw who the guest
Yeah.
was.
Uh-oh. Our good friend Daniel Nelson,
Daniel.
who's a Detect America page. So Daniel, you have 1 minute to answer up, and you will win 1 year subscription or an extension of American Digger magazine by our great friend Butch Holcomb. And again, Butch, I know you do, and I know you're a very busy guy, but listen, you can always advertise on our
I
page.
appreciate that.
I
That's,
know we've told you that.
I really appreciate that because it's mostly just me and my
Dan's
wife
here.
doing all this. So.
Dan, Dan is here.
Dan's here.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Dan.
Dan, congratulations.
Yeah, we know you get on our page, Butch, because you're the best. Well, I do know you're busy. I mean, this guy, he's like busier
I
than Ron.
wish I could clone myself. That's people think I'm ignoring them. I'm not. I'm busy all the time, but I'm busy doing what I love. I make a living basically off of metal detecting. And man, it can't
So
Can't
does
beat
Ronnie.
that, right, brother?
that's it.
So before we let you run, it's 9 o'clock. Plug whatever you got. Go.
Okay, be sure and read American Digger magazine. And I tell you what, if you've never seen the magazine, get in touch with Anita or myself on Facebook or with one of the guys here. We will send you absolutely free your very own copy. You can also pick them up from Ron at the Gold Digger. And you can order my books by going to AmericanDigger.com. I think they're all up there. And oh gosh, I'll see everybody at Florida, and we've got several outdoor events we're doing this year. And just I appreciate y'all helping the big guy eat, and I'm talking about me.
Ronnie,
I
say
thought we
goodnight.
thought you were talking about Steve.
Say goodnight to Butch, Ron.
Butch,
Good night,
always
guys.
a pleasure, buddy. We'll see you in
See you
Florida.
later.
Oh,
Butch,
Steve,
thanks a lot,
guys,
bud.
I'm headed over to American Diggers Relic Roundup.
Relic
Thank you,
Roundup
buddy.
coming up.
All right, guys. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
So one of a kind, folks. There's one of a kind right
He's
there.
a man. He's a man. Love,
Just-
love hanging with Butch in Florida when he comes down. He's a ball.
He's lighthearted, just bodacious, loves to laugh, and he's bigger than life in person.
So I didn't want to mention this while Butch was on, but one of our comedians, when we were talking about Butch's books, said that my next book is going to be called Olive Oil 3 and 9.
Jesus.
I'll give you one guess who said that, Don.
Yeah, he comes up with some funny stuff. Yeah. Oh boy. Incredible. Before I came down here, my grandson's upstairs, and I don't know what the hell was going on, but he's studying for some kind of test, and he's got the dog. And I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm studying for a test." I go, "What class?" He goes, "Sex ed." I go, "Stop it!" with my champers. No.
Sounds like a fun test to
No,
study for.
No, because he can't find the real thing, so he's got to use the dog,
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
and he's probably failing the class. I'll be using my dog for that. I'll send him Ladybug. Use Ladybug.
Yeah.
God bless him.
How are them
I
dogs?
love the picture of the skunk you put up there today. Steve.
Everybody's doing good. Ladybug is let's say we're kind of keeping her comfortable.
Yeah. She's
She's still going. She's still eating. Her breathing has become a little labored. But she's still going.
So don't forget, Frank. Send Butch a message that Dan Nelson won the.
Yeah, I will.
You might have to get Dan's address and phone number or something, but do it in a timely fashion.
Yeah, listen, I'm open all next week. Don't worry, I'll do it timely because I want to buy one of those books off of Butch.
All right. So what do we got for some giveaways? Ronnie?
Let's see. What do we got here? Let me get the bag of tricks. Where is the bag of tricks? Eeny, meeny, miny, mouse. There. Here. There we go. This thing keeps getting heavier and heavier.
It's supposed to be getting lighter.
It always got lighter when you were handling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I still have coins.
I do too. I have them here.
Well, I was figuring you'd probably do like little spin-offs when I'm not on, during the day.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
only when Steve has a fresh batch of coins from you that he opens up.
I
on Sunday
got
morning.
a little bag here. He gave me a little bag. It's still
because
here.
I knew he would pop on every now and then.
I still got. I think I got a pile of trifecta still. I still got coins
Yeah.
from last time I got a box of them.
All right, let's see what we got here. 3. Let's see.
I do want to thank. Who the fuck? Yeah, Michael Hallbrick. I want to thank Michael Hallbrick for sending me the piece for the day is 2. The locking piece for the day is 2.
Yeah, and I got a bone to pick with him too. What the hell else? What else did he send you?
I wasn't going to go into that.
Yeah, go into it.
It was pretty funny because, I already took the one. I already stuck the other sticker to something. But inside the envelope, he sent me an Aquatech sticker and an Ugly Box sticker, and I was like, "Cool." Well, you know what?
I'm glad they mean so much to people.
You know what? Oh, okay. And I do want to thank Frank. Frank sent me a box. So yeah, thanks, buddy. I got this, and I gotta put that.
Your Carbon Gator.
Carbon Gator. I only use one, right?
Yeah, you only need one. Right. You only put it on the anode side, on the positive
Yeah,
side.
yeah. I wanted to
And,
make sure I
and
didn't leave
people,
that.
guys, I've been getting PMs like crazy. I will talk to Ron maybe tomorrow. We'll come up with a price to sell them loose. I just haven't had a chance till today. So
All right, Ronnie, what do you got? We're gonna do.
Let's go trifecta.
All right, so the first trifecta is gonna go to. We'll knock these out. It's 9:05. I thought it was 9:15. Kim Magnuson. Now, Kim, you can respond on either Beyond Sight and Sound or the regular Detect America page. I know I took your name off of Beyond Sight and Sound, but it might have also been on DA page too. So, Kim Magnuson, you have 1 minute to respond. And you guys can watch DA page. I'm watching Beyond Sight and Sound. And I apologize. I missed Josh's show last night. I was out to dinner, Josh. So it wasn't like I did it on purpose, but
Kim Magnuson's here.
Yeah, there you go. Kim's there. So congratulations, Kim. You're the lucky winner.
Have her Facebook me or her
address. Facebook Ronnie.
PM Ronnie, your shipping info.
All right, what's next?
This is a pretty interesting coin. This is a flying eagle.
Oh yeah,
my favorite coin in the world.
Here's the thing with this: it's a full rim. Okay, so all the letters are distinct. All right, but the date only shows the first and second letter, and the third letter is very faint, but you can't make out the fourth letter. Now, the strike is strong. The eagle has all its feathers.
So maybe a misstrike.
That's what I'm thinking. Somehow either the die filled, but when you flip the coin over and you look at the reverse on the where the wreath, where 1 cent, on the opposite side of where the two letters of the date is a little bit weakly struck. So it's got to be some type of error. I mean, I'm sure it's not but
I can tell you this, it's only one of 3 years.
We know that. We know that. And boy, if that was a
people
56,
love that coin too.
That is my favorite. My favorite.
Oh, I know she's going to be here. Pamela Jean T is already here. She won.
All right.
So, her name was on the wheel, and she's already typing here.
Okay.
That's one of the first times that's ever happened.
Yeah, this is a really strange coin. I mean, it's just way too nice to be missing that last digit.
Don't be giving away any fakes, buddy.
Three of those suckers came out of the field behind the house in Jersey, and one was found by Frank Davey.
All right. Well, there you go. This one's I kind of like this. I shouldn't have parted with it.
All right. Well, too late. It's on the record.
All right. So she is going to forward me her information.
Yeah, winners get PM Ronnie the Ghetto or the Gold Digger on Facebook.
We doing any more?
Let's see what we got here.
Digging in that little bag of tricks, huh?
Are those the little bottles that come on the airplane?
Yeah. That's the bag next to them.
Yeah, that's for later. $19.73 proof set.
Nice.
73 proof set. That is going to go to, as the wheel spins. It's going to be someone we know.
We know everybody.
Susan Toker.
Susan Toker. She was just here. I know she was here not long ago.
Yeah, but she probably left or probably wants us to give it someone else. So he won't respond within 1 minute. Yeah, Ron, I got some kind of rain falling out there. It looks like sleep, but nothing's really happening.
Snowing in NYC.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not going to accumulate or anything. So Susan Toker is
here. She says respin.
She said to respin. Now, are you serious, Susan?
I don't know if she was serious or not, but
yeah. Now, Susan, let me know if you really want us to respin, because you got to tell us. I thought she might be kidding, or who knows what. So I will wait to hear from her again. I want to make sure we're watching. I'll give her a second. I know Carolyn Calling's here. I see that.
I was just going to say that Carolyn's here.
I still got something for her. And I must have lost it because it was sitting right here. What happened to it?
Oh, talking about losing things, I think we should bring this one up.
So she said to respin. And Carolyn, I forget. I had Carolyn sitting right here, and he might have fallen off my desk or so. We're going to have to talk to Carolyn. Oh no, there they are. I got them. There was a couple things she wanted.
Yeah,
all right,
not that easy getting that stuff out quick, is it?
No, well, she's coming to the house. She was supposed to be at the meeting, and she didn't go. So
I feel bad because
all right.
I misplaced someone's, and he's been very patient.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Joe Brown. Joe Brown, who's going to be staying at Frank's house for a vacation, right? Wasn't that Joe Brown that?
Yeah, I'm going to Airbnb it to him.
Was coming to, and he said, "No, you'll put him to work painting." I think he said so.
Now, painting's almost done. I need to go to work building ugly boxes.
Yeah, that's what it was. You were going to chain him to the desk or something like you do. So Joe Brown's got 1 minute.
Almost done painting. I got one strip of trimmed paper. It's been so hot here.
No, Gary Brown, that
Like
wasn't
70s?
you. Made me look twice.
Gary Brown.
Listen, we need to go to Relic Roundup on Spreaker after this and just bombard Butch. Tell him how good he was on DA and everything else. I'm going on Spreaker right after this.
That's probably where Joe Brown is.
Yeah, well, Joe's almost missed up a minute. I can't believe that.
So talking about either misplacing something or losing it, Frank, I gave Frank a check about 2 months ago, and I kept telling him, Frank, cash the check, will you? Because I'm trying to bounce my checkbook. Then one day I get a phone call from Frank. I think I threw your check away.
I just shredded and trashed a bunch of paperwork, and the check was gone.
I went up. Joe Brown actually just.
Whoa, Joe Brown made it in under the wire.
I was just about to null and void him, and Ronnie was giving the story. So, Joe, you got the extra seconds and made it in. Ron, I wouldn't issue him a new check. I wouldn't be giving him a new check.
I'm just saying, things are just like falling apart on this show.
So, look, great guest, Butch Holcomb, great guest. Anyone that wants to join us on Spreaker after this, download Spreaker, look up Relics Roundup, and get in there. And we're gonna go trash that show right now. But Butch is one of the greatest guys in the world. Frankie, we do got to work on getting Greg Papala back in the house.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll send him a note next time he's off. Next Monday night that he's off, he can come on.
And yeah, Joe, don't forget, have Joe send his address to me.
Joe, send your address to Ron.
It saves me digging through past receipts and all that.
Sure.
Makes my life so much easier. And that's why you get your stuff.
You do get your stuff. This is a different story. All right. Ronnie, you want to say goodnight?
All right, everybody. Great show. We had an excellent guest. Love having him on. And everybody have a good night. Join us over at Speaker.
Yeah, American Digger Relic Roundup is what we got to get. And they're live right now. So we got to do it. All right. Good night, Ron.
Good night.
Yeah, where's Ronnie's? Oh, there it is.
All right. So he's gone. We can now talk about him. Oh, shit. What else, buddy? We got to get, we're not doing too bad with this show lately.
No. We'll see. We'll see what lines up this coming week.
We sit here and we go, what the hell are we going to do this week? And then all of a sudden we bang out a guest like Butch Holcomb. And I want to tell you something, man. Those subscriptions, good thing to win. Bless you. My hair's coming in still.
I know. Look at that.
I don't know. Well, at least I don't look like Bert. You got the Bert going again.
Yeah, well, I got to trim a little off the top.
Yeah, your Bert's coming out. Your Bert.
I like birds.
So, all right, let's get out of here. American Digger Relic Roundup on Spreaker next.